It's on the bottom.
It's on the bottom?
No.
It is on the bottom. Hello? Hello?
Oh, there you go.
Hello. Okay. I'm too ADD to stand behind that podium. It'll anchor me. I'm Heather Peterson, the working mother in conjunction with the founding fathers of Bruce and Ron. And I helped bring BookCrossing to fruition 6 years ago. And I want to thank you all for coming to help celebrate the birthday of BookCrossing and participate in such a wonderful job Amy's done in Charleston putting this thing together. And oh, there's more. In thinking about how to introduce our next guest, I had to remember that he has the microphone after me, so I have to be careful. But it was very difficult finding just the right words to speak about such a talented, diversified, funny, cool guy. And Dr. Seuss came to mind, but I'm kind of known for my limericks that
Oh, God.
they go down in rating. Like they start at G around 2 in the afternoon, and then by about 2 in the morning, after some punch-drunk late-night strategy, they get closer to the X. When you work with a guy named Matt Brass, you can imagine how the limericks go. So, my limerick for Scott. A Red Sox book guy named Scott, a passive social introvert, not. A clear vision he knew, on problems he'd chew. Ron, Bruce, and I sure like what he spoke. No. Ron, Bruce, and I sure like him a lot. So it is my true privilege and honor to introduce a guy who comes with his own set of brilliance and diversity, like my other partners, Ron and Bruce. But he also shares the true passion of BookCrossing. But before I bring him up here, I just kind of want to tell you the rest of the story. I'm sure you've all experienced the feeling when you explain BookCrossing to people. You get one of two things happen. You either get this migo, which is the my eyes glaze over look, like, what the heck? Why would you want to give? I don't get it. It's something. No. Okay. Or you get the 100-watt light bulb going off, and oh my gosh, that's the coolest idea. And where do I join? Well, the latter was the case with Scott, except in addition to the 400-watt light bulbs going off in the man's eyes, he started drooling and shaking, and sparks came out of his ears, and melting in his Ferragamo Italian grade shoes, whatever they are. He saw the light. He was definitely lit up. So, having seen the Valley Cumber lights and working with it so closely together, Scott really saw the global potential of BookCrossing. He's the kind of guy whose wheels spin 24/7. And I think actually the best thing about Scott is that he comes with Rhonda, his beautiful wife of 17 years, and 3 awesome girls. But his second love is BookCrossing, and his conviction was so strong that he extracted himself from these plush, fancy California luxury money job to join the ranks of the garage, bootstrapping, working mother, sweatshop, shoestring, screwdriver in the printer, offices of BookCrossing. Why would he do this? Because Scott was BookCrossing born again. I have to confess something though. The acceptance of Scott into the fold did not come easy. As most of you are mothers out here, you can imagine what letting the baby go to someone else after working so closely with Ron and Bruce. It met with, as he says, a tire iron around his neck and a little bit of a bloodbath, and in negotiations, he claims I threw him under the bus. But somehow through his refined skill set, he managed to worm his way into our hearts, and maybe it was really the way Scott put his money where his mouth is. Scott's been donating his time since November, 65 plus hours a week for the last 6 months, because he believes in BookCrossing so much. He has quit his other jobs and just full bore come on to give it his all and structure 2007 goals and objectives to take this company to profit. So I've noticed while working with Scott for the past 6 months, he's a master at lining out the critical path and achieving goals. He's got a plan in place to listen and act on the feedback to grow membership, which in turn will grow revenue and help take BookCrossing from this baby to the potential the adult BookCrossing has. He brings with him 18 years of related experience in global software, internet, marketing, and online services. Scott's a rock star when it comes to networking, bridging relationships, leading teams, and taking small companies like ours to the world. I believe that if anybody can do this job, it's Scott, and we are blessed to find him and harness his energies. So the time has come not to switch horses, because Ron is still very much involved as our creative visionary, but it's time has come to share horses and lead this posse to the moon. And so we are honored to have as a partner and BookCrossing's new CEO, Scott Sorocek.
Well, first of all, a couple of things straight. These are not Ferragamos, they are slippers. And I'm shaking because I had to take my medication this morning. So, shut this thing off. Here we go. Is that all right? It's a little loud, I'm sorry. First thing I'd like to do, warm another round of applause for Amy and the team here that put this together. This was truly I'd also like to thank Ron, Heather, and Bruce also for the warm introduction. I've gotten to know them over the last 6 months, and it really has been an incredible journey. Since I met them, they really have welcomed me with open arms. I've tried to spend as much time with people as well online to get to know them around the world. We have an incredible amount of enthusiasm in BookCrossing, and that was what really brought me to this endeavor. I was just really excited. Another warm round of applause for people that have traveled here from Ireland, from Australia, driven 2 days from Canada. Where are the people that drove 2 days from Canada? I mean, just an amazing journey to come to South Carolina, and I personally just really appreciated the time that people have spent coming here. I really do want to keep this as informal as possible. I know that there were a lot of, when I started posting on the blogs and on the forums, people were like, geez, he sounds so corporate. And I imagine this guy with like the suit and tie, all buttoned up. I promise you that is not the case. As Heather mentioned though, there are a few things that we have spent some time talking about over the last 6 months that hopefully you will be really of supportive nature, and that is that we're really trying to put together features and functionality on the site that you've been requesting for quite some time. We're trying to put together a set of goals and objectives that really are helping BookCrossing get to the next level, and we're really excited about that. So what I wanted to do is first start off, Matt's going to run a quick PowerPoint show for you, which we collected and put together that shows the global nature of BookCrossing. I'm going to talk a little bit about BookCrossing in the early years and then the start and the growth of BookCrossing, because we are going to be simulcasting this and then posting this on the website, so a lot of the people that started with BookCrossing recently can get to know a little bit more about BookCrossing. And then I'm going to close with sort of the direction of where we're going, results of the survey that you all took, or the majority of you took, and then also go through a Q&A period with Heather. So.